Hey everyone, and welcome in. Hey, Carol. Hi, Carol. Did you want to come up and work on the earrings? You can do that. I am going to be working on brooch holders made out of the 45 records, really thick yarn that you can pin your brooches to. If you want to come up, just drop your email. I'll send you the link. Okie dokie. Well, I'm still on here doing whatever, and you're still doing whatever. Yep. Yep. I'm taking old 45 records. Are no good to play stereo anymore. And I'm crocheting around them with this really thick yarn. Thing. You can put your brooches on. And you can hang it up. And you can display your brooches. And you can actually use both sides of it. So you can enjoy your brooches even when you're not wearing them instead of leaving them in a drawer. Yeah, but you could do it. If you didn't want to put them encased, you can hang your military badges and stuff like that on here. It's not really going to be as useful for a pin. It's more for something that has a clip or a pin, you know, the type of back where you have an enclosure with the pin. You can do ribbon in military or red, white, and blue, whatever. And you can take I don't know, how old is your daughter? Okay, so you can either take dowels or even some sturdy straws. Put Wrap the ribbon around one on each end. Cut them to the size of a little bit shorter than the ribbon. And then you could thread through something that you can hang it with for pins. Yeah, I'm into free flow and share of ideas, and because to me, creativity sometimes only takes a little spark, and you can create things that you never would have thought of with just a small suggestion from somebody, and you could take it from there. I mean, right now I can think of a few things to do with that as I'm thinking about it here. Does your daughter do craft shows or anything? You have an Etsy shop or? Yep, I love utilizing things that would have wound up in a landfill. These records were on their way to the landfill because they're not playable. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness. I contacted the person and I'm like, oh no, I'll take them. And they had never even thought about the fact that somebody like me could use it. The sign back here I repurpose material and jewelry and all kinds of stuff. Mix in a little bit of new, but I try to use as much repurpose as I can in my products. Like this is a door hanger, door hanging, or even a wall. Same as the the thing I'm doing here, but with a thinner yarn. Oh, that's brilliant. I could picture that. That's cool. See what you're doing, because why not have fun while you're waiting on him? Hi, Angie. How are you today? Well, this is Restream. It's basically like StreamYard. It's just another streaming service. And if you drop your email, I'll send you the link because I don't drop my link in the chat. Hey. Well, either you can send me an email at the email that's going across the screen, or just drop your email here, and then I'll email you the link to come up here. And you just click on it in the email, and you'll be here. Okay, just a moment. Hi, Susanna. What are you up to, Susanna? You just chilling? What are you doing?
There it is.
Hey,
Hi,
how you doing? Nice to meet you face to face.
this is my daughter
Oh,
Rebecca.
that's the daughter. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my side. That's my sidekick.
Mhm.
Watching my. This is your volume level.
Okay. So
Nothing
you
in
hearing me
metal.
okay and everything?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, just didn't want to blast anybody
Just,
because
oh yeah, no, you're
the
fine.
microphone I have is got snowball. Sometimes I have to go in and set the snowball for the YouTube or set it for just phone calls I've used.
Right.
So yeah, I've got quite the tray of jewelry going. Last month I did 130 pairs of earrings from
Hi, Miss
leftover,
Southern Belle. Sorry.
a lot of the leftover beads from necklaces.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing. Beads and charms from necklaces and bracelets and stuff. Repurposing and redoing. I love it.
There was a lady in San Francisco moved down into Sacramento after her husband passing, and things weren't going as well for her business, so she shut her business down there in the Bay Area and came here. Was running it out of her home, but got into drinking too much alcohol and wanted to go back home, back east. So it was my son's friend, and she come to my house with 3 minivans
Mm.
full of all her jewelry she made, all the busts. She gave me like 200 busts and the jewelry stands for earrings. And oh my
Wow.
God, I got so much. I mean, my bedroom, you see, it's not very big. The tubs that you buy to put wrapping paper in
Mm-hmm.
at Christmas time, they were wall to my ceiling through this whole
Wow.
wall in my front room. Here by my bedroom windows, you see back in the background in the black cabinet. That whole wall was full. And then inside the closet had I don't know how many pounds of material.
Mm.
So at the time, our financial wasn't the best, and so I donated a lot of it to one of the churches that were helping us out, and gave a lot away to friends. Took the best of the best and kept it for myself, and I just went through 7 boxes of beads. Sold Beverly Pizzazza a
Mm-hmm.
box, and then I sat and made up a bunch here just a couple of days ago. The mother of pearl squares, and so I tried to
Ooh.
get many put together like that, and then I just sat and closed them up. They're all upside down right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Trying to decide what that mother of pearl.
Pretty.
A lot of green in there, so I'm trying to find the perfect green bead to put with that, with either gold or silver.
Yeah,
But
sometimes it's tough. It really just depends on the coloring and the beading itself, because that changes too, and how it's
yeah, and I never
dyed or
use styrofoam stuff like this because I glue it together for my stand.
works. Perfect for pins.
Yeah. One time I took about 15 pieces and made it like a stairway going up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I covered it with material. And the top one I had my name with my cricket,
Uh-huh.
and then I would put all my big hat pins. I would put all the seed beads with one little bag on one and little crimps, and then all my beads that I'd be using or bindings, as I call them. I'd put
Mm-hmm.
all the golds and silvers in the different styles. And I had another workspace in the front room, and I had that all set up with my vise, my overhead shaft tool that I have for polishing jewelry and stuff.
Yep.
I have a
One
dabber
second.
set.
Miss Southern Belle. Just want to answer her question. What I'm doing is utilizing old 45s that are too scratched up to play and somebody was just going to throw away. Crocheting around them. Well, this is the first thing I'm doing. It changes. And you could take your brooch.
That is so cool.
Put your brooch on it, because then you can hang and display your brooches instead of having them in a box or a drawer. So that's what's going on right now.
I never really had stands for my brooches. So what I did to show them is I took a big sock tube,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cut your knee. You cut the toe part out, closed each end, stuffed it full
Mm-hmm.
as tight as I could get it stuffed, and then put the ribbon on both ends. And I was using the sock display to put all of the brooches on, so I would
That's
sew it
neat.
like that. So
That's a good idea.
so the other girls to do that so they could show their stuff. But yeah, this guy, I've had this Chevy Dually for a long time, and we're all gonna cry when we get rid of it. That's for sure, because it was my husband, and it's a workhorse. And the kid that's getting it, his father wants a work project because here in California, out on some of the ranches, to keep fire level down, these guys will take sheep and goats and move property to property and let them eat down the overgrowth.
Yeah, brush. Right. Yeah.
And we have places called Prairie City, which is a racetrack for motorcycles and quads and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just down the road from there. And I often wondered why there were so many sheep. And then next month or two driving it past there, it would be different animals. And then we went to the racetrack that's right down around the corner from him in the firing range. And they said, "Oh yeah, this guy's very well known around town. He'll sub his animals out for $200-300 for a week, and I mean, we'll be a whole truckload, and they'll have it down in 2 days."
Yeah.
And so I thought that was a pretty good idea. But he owns one of the big ranches out there, a ranch in Marietta. And so his son was looking for a workhorse, and that Joey has a 454 with a turbo 400 pushing it, so you can pull almost any truck.
Oh yeah.
And he just stopped by a couple of days ago outside, and he goes, "Are you interested in selling?" And I said, "Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. I was trying to hang on to it for my son, but I just the citrus heights are come up with a beautification law. Anything that's old, they don't want it outside. They want you to mow your grass. They don't want you letting your grass get brown." Well, we're on a water shortage, and we're not supposed to water, but half of the houses on this court all got green grass. And they keep asking me, "Well, why don't you water?" Well, one, every time I water, my bill goes up $30.
Right.
I don't care about the yard. I don't know why. My yard looks about the color of your mat right now, and I don't care. I'm not out there. I'm in the house most of the time.
Well, as long as it's not high weeds or nothing, who cares?
No, it's not high. They keep it mowed down. My daughter keeps it raked because I have, you see back there on my bed, that's my little guy right there. Little miniature chihuahua.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yeah, he's my sweetie right there. Sleeps right by my head so I can keep an eye on his breathing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's my baby. It was nice of you to bring me in. I didn't know that there were other areas because I've gotten so used to StreamYard. And,
yeah, there's a few of them. I actually was told about this one.
I like being able to come in and do stuff for people like this. That's why with Rosie's Random Treasure and Kay Renee, and they just had too much free time on their hands, and when the kids are out and gone to school, and Kay is just bored because she's by herself. and her little dog. So we decided to come up with just a quiet channel doing the same thing you're doing. Matter of fact, you're the one that gave me the inspiration to talk to the girls. That, we're close enough friends, we know each other pretty well, and we can
Hmm.
walk away if we need to and come back and everybody will still be here.
Right. Well,
Other
yeah,
people comment
I just
about
wanted this to be a place, not a happening. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Want to be comfortable. If you want to
no,
come up and hang out, cool. If you don't,
yeah,
that's cool. If you want to talk a lot, that's cool. If you want to talk a little, that's cool.
yeah.
At least say
Yeah,
hi.
I just want to introduce myself, so I'll probably talk a little bit. But he said he'd be here in an hour, and then he told me just now that his doctor called him once and come in, blood test. He's got cancer. The cancer's been in remission for a while. He still has to go do the blood test every 6 months. So that's what he's going to go do, and then he's going to come here. So I thought, well, I might have an hour and a half to kind of show what I do. If I
Yep.
turn my camera around a little bit, and I'll show you. I took one of these things right there on the wall, and when I build my jewelry, I put it in there, and I get one side full, flip it around, and do the other. They're all in little bags to sell. And then I have that whole tray right here full that I'm working on.
Mm.
And then my madness is
Yeah.
over here. I have my handy dandy here that I spin wire on. All this is projects that I'm working on. Right now I'm working on these things from the Dollar Tree that you put hair ties, or not hair ties, scarves on. But I took it up another level, and I'll show you what that is that I'm working on, which is cheap to do. Just put some flowers on it and run a ribbon off of it, and left the bottom scallops of it open so you can hang scarves. Or if you have kids and you want to put like their little hair barrettes on it,
Oh,
that's my project I'm working on. I'll pull that up
that'd be
and show
neat.
it to you. Work with you a little bit. I'm a smoker, so I keep everything covered.
Yeah, I smoke too, but I don't smoke inside.
Uh,
I smoke too, but I don't smoke inside.
okay, that's what they
Oh,
look like.
yeah.
So I left the bottom and the big ring open. And this is what I did.
Oh, that's cute.
And then the kid ones I'm going to be doing. These ones I'll stitch in. I tried it with the glue and I didn't like it. It made it kind of stiff. So I'm going to stitch in like 3 colors, and then come down a little bit and then do another stitch so you can kind of move them around if you want to. Put little
Right.
hair barrettes on there. And if you want it for scarves, you can use your scarves in there. But I have a lot of flowers from this lady, and plus what I bought over the years.
That's a great idea.
And a friend of mine, she says, well, won't you do your cabochons? I do cabochons for eyes for cosplay. She goes, well, your big ones, she says, put them in the holes, and you have a whole thing of eyes staring at you at night. And I said, no, thank you.
Mm-mm. I mean, there may be a customer or two for that, but
Yeah. Right now, my daughter's having me collect the bangles, the metal ones. little thin ones, little thin bangles. She wants to get a whole bunch of them, and she wants to use the bangles to do dream catchers on. And then
Mm-hmm.
we add like a smaller one, and you have that 4 5s, and you just keep multiplying it until you have a nice big one. And she's going to do that with bangles.
Uh-huh. Let me show you something. You mean like that?
Mm-hmm. I like
That's what's
that.
under there is the bangle.
I like that. She used to be Black Widow until we changed it. She got Black Widow because a certain girl lent her some money one night, told her it was a gift. Don't worry about paying it back. And 3 days later, she had over 60 people on my daughter's page threatening her. You don't get the money back, we're going to come knocking on your door and all this. So I got on there and I spoke my piece and I said, you want to be stung by a Black Widow? Keep messing with my daughter. And that's how she got that name. So all her friends didn't go by her other page, they went by the Black Widow. Now she's Dark Royal Queen. Because of the kids that she likes working with, kids that are already like living in their own apartments, but like Tara, she's wheelchair bound
Right.
from medical problems, but she was bullied so much that my daughter stepped in and stopped the bullying. So now the page is about, it's a comfort place for the adults to go to and be calm, basically.
Right. Decompress from the stress.
Yeah. Like Tara, she's got nurses 3 days or 3 times a day. So try to go to nurse and they're just nasty to her and call my daughter and me and just falling her head off. And my
All right.
trigger
Well, I
finger.
gotta step away for just a moment.
Okay.
Take care of something real quick. You stay right there.
All
I'll
right.
be back. Talk to the people, whoever might pop in, whatever.
Okay.
That's Lena.
Hi.
Lena Carol. Carolina.
Lisa. Weird having a blue screen better on my eyes than what the other ones are. And the printing bigger. If anybody must know, on this page I do have a reading disability, so that's why I like going on lives with people. No. They have mess of things here. That put something back together and move something in there almost before. Oh, wait, go lay down, baby.
I'm making I just got done making brooch holder at 45s.
Turn my camera down here just a second.
And you can use both sides of it.
As I was just saying, I do have dyslexia, so I can't always read chats. Let everybody know.
All you gotta do is say hi. If I'm not here and you're on, just say hi.
Alrighty.
It's easy enough. I'll take care of the rest when I get back.
And this camera down.
Okay. Toodles. Oh, yeah. Well, the spider is plastic. I just made the background.
I take copper wire from old washing machines. It comes on this big spindle thing. Like $80 or $580 part they put in my dryer. And he was going to take all that. I said, oh, no, you're not. That copper wire's staying here. And I found a site that I went on. And so I started unspooling the copper wire onto spools. And I make, what that thing called, I guess, where the tail comes up and it stings you. And it's got the two front.
Scorpions.
Scorpion. So I made a bunch of scorpions for the friend out of some of that wire. And they turned out pretty cool. And I was just thinking we could probably make a couple of them and send them to you. And we could probably find a way to wire them onto one of your projects.
That's awesome.
There's one thing I'd like to teach somebody coming on these pages is when you are buying wire for earrings, the taller ones, that's my 925 wire. But a lot of times when you go to a Hobby Lobby or Michael's, it will say 925 and you get home and it's not 925 at all. So I tell everybody, if you really want the good stuff, take a magnet with you.
That's because they put it in the wrong spot under the wrong.
No, it says it right on
Somebody
the
else does.
It says 925, but it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Maybe it's just coated.
Yep. And it doesn't.
So because it has a very thin coating on there, they're allowed to say 925.
Yeah. So that one, I can have Becky just went through a hysterectomy just a couple weeks ago, so she's still on the mend. But once we get through this, then me and her are going to start putting up the videos about these wires. Just like right now, this is supposed to be a 925 wire. If I go too many wraps on it, it busts. So I want to be able to do a little demo about those wires and where you get them from. Now, I've never ever had any problems on getting stuff from AliExpress. Everything I've ever gotten from them has always been nice.
Right.
But stuff at Hobby Lobby.
I've looked at some of their stuff, but I have not actually bought from them yet.
It's very pricey. I've been trying to get the 925 half round wire, and Every time I go
No,
to
I mean
order,
the. I'm talking about the AliExpress.
yeah,
They seem to be more of like a really bigger lot of stuff.
yeah. There's another one I found that they do little boxes of beads, wires, and bindings and all that kind of stuff. It's Michael something. But you have to pay $30 a month to join,
Mm.
which I thought was ridiculous. But every season that comes into season, they make sure that the box has everything you need in it, and they send you the box with the paper telling you what kind of bead, what kind of stone, what kind of wire, and they tell you if you decide if you want to tickle the wire to make it vintage. And I said, tickling? What the heck is tickling? I had to look it up, and then I found the first one. The lady took a mason jar and took an old sock, nylon sock, cut just a little bit of it to put on the lid on the inside. Lays her piece in there and puts the lid on, lets it set for a couple weeks, comes back and it's all pickled, and then she just takes the toothbrush and cleans it with that pickling stuff. I mean, that's like opening up an emu egg that went bad. That kind of smell.
Oh.
I don't like that smell at all. So I go old school. I'm in no hurry. The only thing I'm hurried about today is just him getting here and getting his stuff done. He's got too many memories, and I might just back out if you don't get going on it. Truck's got a lot of memories of pulling other hot rods that we've done and going camping and all that. And having a real hard time at Christmas time. And it's so close to Christmas Day when he died. My son was going out there every Father's Day and firing that truck up. But we all have our own vehicles. And this guy was driving by and offered me the money, and I said, okay. I'm noticing the last year or so, my arthritis is starting to affect what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Well,
like
but
that.
actually, if you keep moving, it's better for your arthritis.
That's why I have such a pile in front of me. I just keep fighting it. It's my middle finger. When I was younger, these got broke, and they went out like that on the concrete.
Mm.
It's always this finger when I wake up. It would be actually just locked down into position like that.
Mm-hmm.
So years ago, I watched this video of this family, the brittle bone disease.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's finger just riding a bike was breaking the joint. And I have one over here. So I took a bunch of heavy wire and then made these. So just roll a bunch of wire around one of my shafts that I have. And then it closes off with a little rose. And sometimes I'll wear it
Yep.
right there at nighttime, so when I get up, it's not locked in position, and it's a little easier to work with. And it's just wire. But I went to buy the one to go over the whole knuckle and everything. I'm like, oh, those things are like $50. I had this one and one other one. This is another project I do every once in a while for friends. This guy had a chain from his grandfather. And it was broken, and every time you put little clasps and everything on, it would still break. So I said, well, let me see what I can do. So I cut pieces into 7-inch length, took real soft wire, like a 24 gauge wire, and just ran it through the holes until I got to the other side, and then went back around again, as you see here. Closer.
Oh, neat.
And made him a ring out of his grandfather's stuff that he had. And this one I use on my finger too, and it has a little rosette on it.
That's a good idea.
Just lock it all in. I never thought train.
Hi, Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
What you up to, honey?
I'm gonna have to turn my phone off and put it on charge. That's one thing about these videos and this cell phone here. It just eats the battery time. And some lady gave me a package of buttons. And I took the buttons and said, what am I going to do with plastic buttons? Well, Hobby Lobby had backings, so I went and bought the backings and glued them on and made them into earrings.
Yeah, those are cute.
This whole tray here is all stuff I've done this week. This necklace here with wire. Right now I'm trying to find something to do with these. They're different colored stones, and they come down to a teardrop in the back.
Oh yeah, those are huge.
Yeah, and have all different colors. So
ring.
Yeah, too big for a ring.
You'd be surprised.
This is true. And then these ones, my friend showed me how to do knot balls with thread. So I made these big earrings and put the little knot balls that I did right here in the middle, glued them on. I'm trying to use up what I have.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people will drop by and say, oh, here we have a bucket of this or a bucket of that. Somebody gave me a bunch of stones, so I drilled them.
Cool.
Shaft thing I have here, so I can drill stones or do those. I can have a variety of colors, and sometimes the girls will give me some real fancy crystal stuff, and I'll make special ones.
Oh, hearts?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually have a tray or two going. These little stones here, they're actually a bead, but they're glass with the roses down inside.
Oh,
I have
those
two
are pretty.
baby friends at the church. They like just single ones, they like in the big stuff. So I make a bunch for them. You know what I don't have in my all this collection is yellow beads.
Yellow?
Yellow. I have 4 little round yellow beads that look like a M&M. That's all.
Oh
And
yeah.
today, I think it was Barry Vazaza. She wears all that yellow jewelry. She was asking me if I had anything yellow.
Well, maybe that would be a good investment into some yellow, since that seems to be the hardest color you get. Like even if you had to pay, retail for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just did these blue, red ones here. They're flat, cabochon type, with the gold wire hanging off of the bottom. And the lady on my show the other day, she goes, "Make more, make more." Well, I can't find that anymore. That's my last one. And then these, you know what a kukua nut is, right? A Hawaiian kukua necklaces. They're kind of
Yes.
chunky.
Hmm.
Well, I had one here the other day, and I thought, I'm going to make some earrings out of that, because I had two of them that were identical. And so I made the kukua nut earrings. And ones that have like a little tree on them. And they already bought all these that I made. I do a lot of chainmail too. You ever watch the Gator Robbie? The cells that he does with the bracelets and stuff?
Robin who?
Robbie, the Gator guy, with his son, get swamped.
No. Mm-mm.
Well, I did. You take airsoft BBs that are a little smaller than these beads here that I have on
Right.
the table. And you do a 2-2 chain, and then you open up and you drop the bead in, and then prison it into the ones that flap over. You bring it up, drop the
Right.
bead in, and close it, and then you add 2 more rings, and then you do the same thing again. I have them over here in this other box. But I made it for Robbie. I sent him 150 that I made. And they glow in the dark. And those are
Oh,
airsoft.
people like glowy things, I tell you. Hold on a second.
Well, a lot of
Bigger so I
California.
could see that a little closer. Fine. Fuck people around. Come on. What?
And it just starts out with a 2-2 chain, 2 links, 2 links, 2 links.
Yeah.
And then you
Oh,
open
that's
it,
neat.
drop the BB in there, and it
Yeah,
imprisons.
and that glows.
Yeah, I'll show you. Right on this.
Hi, Kathy.
My son does glow in the dark skulls for his friends for their key rings and necklaces for them. So at night time, I have a wall that glows with all the stuff. And kind of see. They got to be outside to get the good glow on them. Or if I had my Nell light in here, dude.
Oh, that's like the similar thing, except it. Yeah. Cool.
And I make at least 5 of each size. But where this starts right here. Where that one starts. I'd add another one right here next to it. And then what I prefer is calling the bunny ears. So you have one on each side, and then imprison the bead right here in the middle. And then you pull those two up and add two more. I sell these for
I get it.
$15. I'm going to be doing a video this week, or probably next week, on how to do them. And these are a lightweight aluminum I get from the Ring Lord. And I'll get it's
Right, so it's not like
5,000.
too heavy.
Oh no, if you need to just throw it in your purse, you can. And to clean it, to make it keep shiny, I take a piece of a pocket off a pair of Levi jeans, and I just go like this on it to the jean material, and it shines it right back up. I was hesitant to put it in water because I didn't know anything about the bead, and it doesn't say anything on the container. So I threw this in a hot cup of water for 2 days, and it didn't do anything. So that you can get them wet. So, but I called the company that makes these to see if they did other colors. This one's that. These are having blood draw these on the right here in a minute. And blood draw means that you use that, the man who's got the trailer. I bet I'm on the live right now.
So what are you doing today, Lena? Kathy?
I'm doing something like things for the people. Here's a little something else. Is a project I'm working on. I bought a box of these, and I was supposed to get 100 of them. They sent me the little box you see in front of me. They're porcupine quills. What I want to do is cut the white tips off down about here, and then drill this part so I can stick a for writing with and blow inside of it. And then I also use these for when I'm doing my cabochons, because they got such a sharp point. It allows me to scratch the nail polish off and add my other colors. And then my small ones I ordered was supposed to be a pound of them. I only got 12 of them, and they wouldn't take them back. But I wanted the ones a little smaller than this one, and I was going to cut them all in half and run the wire down and make it come like this and make it an Indian piece.
Right.
It's one of my projects I have out to work on. That's one I have to have nobody here, and it's just quiet. It's very hard to work on that kind of stuff when it's too many things going on here.
Right.
Again, here's a fun example. I just got these from Amazon, and the ear wires, nickel free. And supposed to be $9.25.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Lena.
And see, they don't stick. This was the first batch I got from them. Everything stuck to the magnet. So that's why I always carry this with me when I go to buy stuff.
Oh, from Michael's, you're saying?
Michael's in Hobby
I mean,
Lobby. I got the dispatch I got from Amazon. And I told him, the lady on the phone, when I called her, I said, thank you for the first time. You guys got it right. A lot of people, they don't understand when they make a jewelry, they'll take like a ring and they go out like that with the ring and then say, well, they can't get it to match up in clothes. Well, one of the things I teach is when I'm opening and closing rings, I go right, left, right again, and then come back to center. And when I have that pressure, you'll hear it click, and it clicks closed. That way, the wire has three elements that will, if it's thin and weak, then you go 1, 2, 1, 2 with that, and then close it. It makes it work hard, like any other wire. You want it stiff, you got to work the wire a little bit.
Yeah, just apply, basically create a little heat, kinetic heat.
Yeah, right.
So you can bend it the way you need to bend it.
Yeah. Like I did 24 karat gold rings one time, and this guy was going to buy my necklace and bracelet from me. And so I started out with my first 6 little bags of them. And I thought, oh, cool, this is going to work. It looked really nice. And went back to buy some more, and it just continued the line. So here I am, a half bracelet, half of a necklace. I had to take it all back apart and get one thing with it because I can't get any more. And now the problem's lying is they're getting the rings from India, and you can get them cut where they're supposed to be saw cut. A saw cut is just straight clean. If you do it on a different machine, it has just enough angle to the metal, even though you can work it all day long and it will never close all the way. And this is what's happened with the project I'm working on. Here's a fine example right here. The guy has me making a bracelet this week for his girlfriend. And
yeah, I know what you were talking about between the straight cut and the angled cut.
Yeah. And you can see right there on the very top of that ring, see the opening.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I used to buy these before, they would always match. Now that's a perfectly placed ring, but there's still that opening where your hair is going to get caught in it. So I can't even use these to make necklaces. I can use them for bracelets. But this is one of the stiffer ones. This is a 20 gauge. And you'll hear that when I do these, you'll hear a snap when I do them. I went with this because it's a gunmetal. Yeah, you won't hear it with these. But even though I did it twice, it still doesn't want to close all the way, no matter how hard I try. When I was talking cabochons, this is what I'm talking about, the glass. Perfectly flat.
Yeah.
And what I do is I'll pin a little black line right here in the center. It looks like an eye. Then I take nail polish and everybody that gives me their nail polish, and I'll polish the whole cover of that with one color. Then I'll take and go all the way over the whole thing, pulling some back off. Then let that dry, and then I add another color until I get the colors throughout the whole thing that looks like an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
then some I'll put into chainmail or they'll go back into these. And here's another fine example of product that you gotta watch for. This is 925 right here, but look at how much it's already discolored. And people think, oh, it's cheap. Well, it's not. 925 does tarnish. You have to clean it. So you have to put this on the little buffer and polish it. Isn't that crazy? And none of them say 925.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Where's my bag go?
Ooh, tomatoes and green beans from the garden. Yummy.
And that's one I just finished. Like little butterflies on them.
Pretty.
I've been on a medication for my heart for a little bit, and they started me out on it. I never had any problem. The manufacturing company changed it again, and now I'm getting dry throated all the time from this med. And I asked the doctor, what can we do about it? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine.
They want you on that medication.
Yeah, well, I told him I was only going to stay on it for 60 more days, and then I'm getting off of it. And the prescription's over. And then they're going to put one of those little outside pacemakers to monitor my heart for 30 days. But I already told them I don't want a pacemaker. I've watched everybody that ever had one not do well. So, it was nice of you to let me come in. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Anytime I'm on, folks want to come up, I can come up. Not obligated to be here for the whole show. If you just want to come up for a while and do things, you can do that. You know, that kind of thing.
And sometimes I get frustrated with some of the girls when we're doing our projects together because I don't crochet. I mean, I can do a simple granny square and do stuff like they're doing, but that's as far as I know. I don't know how to follow that pattern for different colors or making like a shoe or a little stroll or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they get frustrated at me because I don't want to learn it.
Not your thing.
You know.
Everybody has their things that they like.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate people. They don't have to come in here and crochet. They can do whatever they want. And I put crochet, but I'm doing that.
Yeah. I like what you're doing. I think it's so cool. I'm all about refurbishing and versus letting it go into the landfill. And
Well, it's
my
just like
gosh,
a lot of these threads I'm using are all like vintage. Not a lot of them are new.
yeah,
Like new store bought. They've been, extremely old, but they're still in awesome shape. They were stored well. You know what I mean? They're not brittle or
yeah,
nothing like that. You know, beautiful. So it's like, shoot, why would you throw something like that out when it can be used?
yeah. Some of
Like
these
you'll
wires
go
I
to
got,
garage. I'm listening
huh?
to you.
I
I'm
was just gonna
listening.
say one of the wires I got from this one company. They are so stiff. I mean, it just takes everything I got to get it around the wire. And I only bought them in the ear wire, thank God, not in the folder wire. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the machine off of the spool that makes it hard. You almost can't work the wire.
Hmm.
Look, just,
If we don't go anywhere, can I stick that 26 rail from the cash out card something with 2011?
mm. Listen, ladies, I'm gonna have to get off. That guy's gonna be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
I appreciate you bringing me in. I really enjoy this with you.
And I'll get us signed up for Ghost
And you
Restream.
guys have a nice day. And thank you again.
You too, honey.
Bye.
I'll see you around, Carol, and you'll come back on.
Alrighty. Is there any certain way you have to sign out from this, or just
Nope.
not sit or log out
Leave.
or leave? Okay. Alrighty. Bye, bye, hon.
Bye. Thanks for stopping in.
A new streaming app called Restream.
You can just close it. There you go. Shall we change? So, but Okay. Alright. I'm just back here rolling up birds. Easier to do back here than up there. So I'm here. I'm just not on the camera. Hi, whoever joined us. Say hello. Let me know who's visiting the house. Somebody else is here with us, but they're not talking. Oh, looks like they left. Maybe YouTube sneaking in and checking in on, making sure I'm in here hanging out and doing crafts. So you don't find it boring when you're in here by yourself, Lena? Okay. I wish when I subbed you people for a long time. Oh, they wouldn't take my subs away? Is that what you're trying to say? Yes. Yes, I do. And malls, trinkets, and things. We'll be doing that as well. Craft. Both channels is craft one week and the sale the next. So you don't have to go there. You can talk to me. Just send me an email directly or whatever. But you can also go there because all the ladies have nice things. And it's the Vintage Hippie. I do have a link, and the links are in my description. Yeah, I don't know. I give up on trying to figure that out. And the algorithm is just word for stupid computer. Oh, and the description of the live. Like, if you click on where it says the title of the video, I have it there too, but A lot of people are probably at Johnny's auction starts now. No, it's thread. I'm just putting it on a flat board instead of having it on the round tubes when it gets low because it takes up so much space. I use the tubes and I cut them and I make flat boards. Okay. Hey Dan, how you doing? going on with you today, Dan? Really? Do you want to come up, share, or you just want to work there? You, you don't have to show face. You could just show your project. I don't care about all that. You don't have to show your face up here. But it's up to you, honey. Whatever you want to do is fine by me. I mean, there's a couple of reasons why I do it this way. Shyness is not one of them, but I understand that some people are. So I also do it this way to make people understand they don't have to be up here showing their face to show their project and what they're doing. But whatever makes you comfortable is what I want. That's it. You let me know when you're ready. At least you found a way to heal, which is a good thing. And I found something that soothes you. See, Lena, so instead of having these two big old bulky things, those two big old bulky things became that. Oh yeah, that's one of the channels I'm affiliated with. I made a little sign. Inside the sign are 45, a couple of 45 records that I crocheted over and added stuff to it. And then on this side, that's just an inexpensive wood picture frame. That's the other channel I'm affiliated with. And I decorated that up. Hi, whoever joined us. Hi, Jessica. Ooh, goodies. You found goodies? Gosh, I'd so love to see you do that live. One day. One day I'm going to get you up here and you're going to do that live. That sounds so interesting to see done. One day. Sand dollars are cool. Yeah, then there's another lady that I've had on here, Ann Dorothy Graff, and she makes wind chimes too, out of all kinds of things. Ooh. Hi, Tammy. How are you today, honey? What's going on? Okay. What you doing, Tammy? Oh, I'm doing okay. Did your package arrive in one piece? Okay. Yeah, you got a little behind. How long did you sleep after that 24-hour jam you did? They just so people know what I'm doing back. It's a little crazy for in front of the camera. Okay. So what else is new and exciting? Anything else going on in people's lives? Yeah, I would bet. Crazy, I wouldn't be able to do that. No way, I'd be a babbling idiot. So much paint in there, there's no way. Really? Well, that's horrible. You couldn't do a 24-hour stream? Why? Oh, the problem with the short. Yeah, okay, sure. For after 6 hours, they gave you a black screen? Wow. Wow. That just tells me I'm never going to do that for sure. I'd hate to do all that time and not have it there. Hmm. Yeah, I saw that thing the first 6 hours. I thought maybe you chopped it up into 6 hour segments yourself. Stopped alive and restarted alive. I saw that. Hmm. That's incredible. Oh, so you have the whole line? All 24 hours? Okay, so now you're confusing me. You know what? I'll try to get to the live later so I can hear you explain it. Sometimes some things are better talked about than read. Oh yeah, no, me either. I wouldn't have been happy either. Listen, I know my lives aren't stored anywhere. Something happens, I just don't have the lives there. But I was doing some 24-hour marathon thingy. Oh no. Because I ain't paying for this stuff. Yeah, but I see live streams that go 24 hours for like all the time. I guess maybe unrecorded, probably. I don't know. Maybe that's the difference. Whether it stops recording after a certain amount of time. I don't know. It's interesting though. I don't ever plan on doing no 24 or even 12-hour thing, so I'm not worried about it too much on my end, but it really is horrible that you spent all that time and only got 6 hours. It's not like something you can recreate. I mean, not literally. I mean, because some of the items I'm sure you used are one of. Oh yeah, I'm sure because you said you've never actually put a put a book together that fast. So I'm sure that was very interesting to you, especially on the sleep deprived part because the brain thinks differently. Did you notice the change in how you were thinking after, time went on and sleep deprivation kicked in? Talking to myself. Okay, so Tammy, did you notice a difference in your thinking as time went on? Sleep deprivation set in? Oh, okay. Anytime. Ooh, Leah, I do not envy you. Alright. You stay hydrated too. No. Guess I'll end it. Don't forget tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, on the Vintage Hippie. Come see us. Link is in my description, and on Thursday, check out Mall's trinkets and things, which is also linked in my description. Sunday, midday, Eastern Time. So I want to thank everyone who came in, everyone who hung out, those who joined me on the panel. Please like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Remember, the most important thing, please have a good rest of your day.